Local artist Rory Wakemup hosted a teepee building workshop with several local schools to show students how to build a teepee as well as learn some history and indigenous heritage. Our reporter Sydney Dick has more for this week's In Focus.
Rail River Folk School is now home to a new teepee. Students from Brainerd and Mille Lacs schools made the trip to Bemidji for Indigenous artist Rory Wakemup's teepee building workshop.
It's like a good entry-level, surface-level 101 of teepees, you know, how to treat them and how to make them. But I don't put any prayers in these teepees, so if something does happen or goes wrong, they're not ceremonial items.
The group did everything from creating the frame and tying the top together with specific types of knots to learning how to properly create a door. The week-long project was sponsored by the Indigenous Environmental Network and the Watermark Arts Center's Mikanon Gallery. And when choosing the canvas, things were very intentional. Everything from the color to the handprints were all chosen for a specific reason.
That's the color of the boarding school, the movement to get that information and the kids back from boarding schools. That are buried on their properties. At Anishinaabe Academy in Minneapolis laid the teepee out in their auditorium, and the kids came in and put their handprints on them.
For the kids, the project was just as much about the physical building of the structure as it was connecting with Indigenous culture.
Because they're just outdated now, no one really knows how to do them, and it's important for the younger kids knowing how to do some stuff that our elders have done before.
It's important that, we bridge our culture into our daily lives. Too often, our culture gets hidden and is not showcased to our children, and they can't see themselves within the schools. So that's why our program is so important, because we want our children to feel comfortable to be themselves.
And the hope of doing the workshop was that the impact will last much longer than just the week.
Memories for kids for a lifetime. It's nice, maybe not all of them will remember this forever, but it's stuff like that I remembered as a kid in schools. Like I'll remember more about the experiences, like field trips like this, than I do any day in class.
Reporting from Bemidji with this week's In Focus, I'm Sydney Dick, Lakeland News.
This In Focus segment of Lakeland News was brought to you in part by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Lakeland News is a nonprofit news organization. Donate to Lakeland PBS today to support your local news team.